Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of how to draw what you see. In this section I will explain you a little bit how to draw the face from the profile. So in previous videos I explained you the proportions of the face. So basically we don't going to return to this. I'm just going to show you how to deal with the face, of course, from different angles if you want to draw like demi-profile or profile. Okay. So let's start with it. So as with profile is a little bit different planification, I would suggest. So there is a few ways to do it. I prefer that way. So you remember this oval space, okay? This oval. So I would do the same oval but that direction, okay? What gives me this shape? It gives me approximately the shape of the human sculpt from the side, from the profile. So there is another way to do it. For some might be easier. You just do circle, okay? And now it depends the angle of the face. Here I drew the angle perfectly, like this, straight. But it could be this angle, for example, the face is a little bit that way. Or maybe that angle, faces a little bit that way. So in such case, this is important in both cases, but in the circle it's very important because if the angle is that way, so you just extend the corner of it to that way, okay? So this gives you also approximately the human sculpt. And there is another way to do it for those who have problem with the ovals, with the circles. You do not do this good yet. So you can do it just simply by the rectangle, which corresponds approximately to this shape, and another rectangle horizontally. Okay, it's easy because the space here and here should be less or more. Not necessarily the same, plus less or more. So here, once you have these two rectangles, you can actually go and go and draw the human face. But I'm going to explain you now. Let's start with, I would take my way to do it. So basically, let's start with, let's say, that way. Okay. First profile we doing two ovals of the way I used to do. I assume the angle is, the same, straight, okay, in this case, to just not complicate it, not make it too complicated. So, look, the division is the same as in the portrait. I mean, half of the space, if you divide, is one line. It's going to be the line for the eyes. The second line going to be line for the nose. And of course, 1/3 line going to be here, going to be for the lips. So, how it goes? You see, you look at the profile of the person, and this line, which is the eyes, okay? So you draw the front head, okay? The front. So, and then you go with the nose, whatever the shape of the nose is, okay? You go with the nose, and then here you go with the lips, as you see, okay? Is the line, and then you have another lip underneath, and then you go with the rest, okay? Which is here, okay? You have to finish somewhere here. Okay, and you go. Now, the eyes. The eyebrow, of course, go from here there. But the eyes, you have to remember, in this case, the eyes have an angle. So you see, this is the way the eyes should be drawn. So basically, when I'm going to show you here, is not eye like this, like the Egyptian did, because Egyptian paintings, whatever is the profile or whatever face, they have always the same eyes. No. The eye has this kind of shape from the profile. So basically you have this kind of, shape of the eye, okay? So here is the nose, and of course you have the eye here, so. And the eyebrow goes here and there. So there's the nose and all the rest of the face. So remember, the eye is kind of this triangle kind of form. So once you have this, of course, you look for the other parts and everything. One important thing now is, that between the eyes and the nose line, there is the ears. So they are approximately somewhere here, in the middle of this, skull form. And the only thing is that the ear are not straight, they always have slight angle that way. Okay, so basically the form of the ear goes that way. Okay, there's more. Okay, so it's always a little bit angle. So now if we take the hair in consideration and whatever is, you know, here is the neck, for example, and we go with the head, whatever, you know, it's just, you know, whatever it is, we can actually very fast, you know, with the black will be better. This is the pre-sketch kind of composition, so we go now with the, you know, more exact forms. You can after, of course, correct the certain elements of the face, you know, you can correct it, you know, make it much more exact, whatever, you know, different shapes, whatever. So the ear going to be somewhere here, you can correct still the ear here, you know, the shape of the ear and everything. Then the eyes, okay, you take it here, okay, you have another part here, yeah, and you have the eyebrow going that way, for example, and then you have the hair, okay, it depends the volume of the hair, what kind of shape is and everything, so you can actually go and have approximately, you know, the hair here, and of course the neck goes how it goes and everything. So that's approximately how you should deal with the profile. And now three-quarter profile. What it means that you still do the same thing, but for the three-quarter, I would not use these two ovals. I would rather use only one. Okay, only one. And what I would do with it, of course, the division is the same. Okay, half here for the eyes, half here for the nose, and 1/3 for the mouth. But I need to now establish how the head is turned. How many degree is 15 degree, 30 degree, 45, whatever it is. So you just establish where the nose goes. How much space you have here. You can take it one space, this space. See how many times it gets to this edge of the head. If it's 1/3, so 1/3, that means if I divide this for 3, so I do another oval here, okay, like this, which would actually lead me where the nose is supposed to start. So I'm starting the nose here because as I saw it is here, and the eyes now go here approximately, and the other eye go here, and then I see that this front head goes here, and this face would go somewhere here. Of course, the lips are here. Okay, the other part of the lips are here, okay, and there you have the eyebrow, you know, how I go and everything, and you, of course, go with this, and then you go here, and of course, is the ears, you know, and the angle and everything, and of course, is the shape of the head, however it goes. So this is approximately the way you should do. But this is, of course, when the angle is always when the face is straight, okay? So if I want to now do this a little bit much more exact, so it's going to be something like, you know, this, okay? And here I have the eye, of course, going there, okay, approximately here, the eyebrow goes there, okay, and the other eyebrow goes there, and the eye is a little bit here and there, okay, and I have this kind of stuff. So here either I go that way and that way and that way, and I have, you know, sometimes you can see even side of this, you know, hair that way, okay, eyes and everything, and from here the ear, sorry, and this is the head, okay. So that's how you actually structure less or more. Of course, there is more elements in the face, you have to study this, but just planification, basic planification, in order to start the kind of demi-profile. Of course, when there's one thing important, when you're going to have the face a little bit demi-profile, but a little bit like this. So for example, you go first with the angle, then you do the oval, okay, then you do the divisions, you know, like this, like this, and like this, and then of course you plan is how is the angle here. So basically the nose is going to be that way, that way, that way, that way, okay. Then the eyebrow is going to be here, okay. There's some more. There's the eyes coming, okay. Eyes coming here. Of course, this cut fine and stuff, and everything here is just the lips, is the other part. And then you go here, how it goes, okay. And then here we go. And then the ears, okay. They have this shape. and everything what you got here is now the hair and everything, how is the model, the face. So you see, this is the leading point. First you establish the angle, after you make the oval, then you divide the oval and you go search for other things. Of course, there is different possibilities yet if the face is a little bit like down or up. So basically if it's down, for example, you do the same thing, you know. You can actually do the same. If it's down and angled, so you do the same thing. But the division is going to be a little bit different because, look, what is happening, let's say we have this angle of the head and this 3/4, for example, is the angle. So basically our division, now because the head, if you want to feel it better what is happening, so we have the middle here, okay? So if I now circumscribe an oval here, okay, look what's going to happen. You see this point moved from here a little bit lower. So look what it is. So now what is going to happen? My eyebrows are here, okay? My eyebrows are here. My nose is getting here, okay? It's getting this line because you still do the other things the same way. You divide it, but then with the oval it goes lower. And then look, the eyes, my eyes are here. My eyes are going to be something like this here, okay? And my lips are going to be somewhere in here and there, and this part I'm going to see very little, okay? So now, of course, it depends what I am drawing and what I want to show, but that is, then I see much more here, the hair and everything. You see, it's a different angle, like from down. Of course, you can exaggerate this angle. So in such case, if you really exaggerate, if you do the oval, okay, all this division like this, and then you divide like this, and then you take the ovals, you know, much bigger, okay, much bigger. So everything gonna go lower. So the same here, if I do like this, okay, much bigger, so my nose gonna be somewhere here, okay? If I take, for example, this angle, so my nose is gonna be somewhere here, okay? My eyes is gonna be there, my eyes is gonna be there, my eyebrows here, approximately, okay, and here, there, and the lips actually almost covered by the nose, you know, and I don't see very much there. So it depends. You can change the angle, of course. It depends what you want to draw, but how big the angle of the face you want to draw. But it might happen even that the nose might completely cover everything. You don't gonna see. You're just gonna see the lips here, the other lips here, and the chin you don't gonna actually, you know, see here, you know. Eyes gonna be here, okay, everything. So basically, that's how it, you know, gonna work. And the form of the eyes in such case gonna be rather, you know, much more like kind of, you know, rounded that way. So as you see here, so basically, you know, you can cut completely. If you exaggerate, of course, it's gonna be just the nose and very little here. So basically, the principle is we can go with this with many other angles and forms, but it's not about this. I just wanted to show you how you can deal with it. In certain cases, it might be completely covered, you know, by the angle. If you put the angle even much stronger, you might have something like this. That you're going to have, for example, head, okay, like this. So the hair is going to be here, your nose is going to be there, okay, and you're going to see just the eyes, but you don't going to see anything else. No, just little maybe ears in some parts, depend how you put it. So basically, you might have this kind of head where you have the hairs here, you know, the eyes, and the nose is taking this part completely, okay, the eyebrows and everything. Here you have the head, you know, and the mouth. The rest of the face is completely covered here. You don't see it because of the big angle. It's like here from coming, you know. So basically, you know, you can. That's why you can deal with the faces of different angles. I wish you good luck with it, and I hope it is helpful somehow to you. You have to practice a lot in order to feel better the form. Thank you very much, and see you next time.